Hey, let's chat about popular travel destinations for Japanese folks. I guess most folks watching this might be planning a trip to Japan or are just curious about it. But where do Japanese people usually go when they travel abroad? Let's talk about that. The top spots you'd often hear are Korea and Taiwan. Like people who have been to these two places, I often hear Japanese people recounting their experiences there. Personally, I've never been to either Korea or Taiwan, but loads of Japanese have been, I think. Reason being, I reckon they're geographically close to Japan. Take Kyushu on the west of Japan, for instance. It's nearer to travel to Korea or Taiwan from there compared to Tokyo. So being geographically close means you can get there in a few hours, making Korea and Taiwan easy trips. They seem particularly popular among women, like Korea for its fashion and makeup. Young ladies dig these. For example, girls shop for clothes and makeup on trips to Korea. Also, being geographically close, their culture has some similarities with Japanese, making it feel easy to visit. Next, you frequently hear about Guam, Hawaii, and Bali. All these are seaside resorts close to Japan. I, for one, have been to Guam and Hawaii. Bali and Indonesia, though, I've never been. But I do have friends who've been to Bali. And yeah, to many Japanese, Bali feels like a close-by resort island. And then there's Thailand, which is also popular. Quite a few people have been there too, probably because Bangkok, its capital, has urban areas alongside beautiful seaside resorts. Apart from resort spots, there are those visiting Singapore, maybe because it's urban and feels like being in Tokyo. Next up, US mainland is commonly mentioned. And Australia and Europe, I reckon. These are far from Japan, yeah. But if you're after Western culture, Australia and the US mainland, relatively closer. Well, not exactly close, but nearer compared to going to Europe. I myself have been to the US mainland once, I've been to Seattle in Washington state, and I've also been to Australia. Been to places like Sydney and the Gold Coast. Haven't been to Europe though. Folks interested in old architecture and such might go on trips to Europe, visiting art galleries and stuff. People wanting to experience old Western culture maybe would visit Europe. Also, for studying English, people often mention studying abroad in the US or Australia. To summarize, it seems that geographically close places, those reachable from Japan in a short time, are popular. Alright, that's it for today's talk.